I'm going to start by going through a very short sequence that I dreamed last night as a meditation that I dreamed I was supposed to give. It's very similar to one that we did last week, crossing the threshold. I'll tell it the way that it came in the dream. I experience myself as my individual self. This is my body. This is my location. This is how I feel. I see from behind these eyes. This is me. I am a separate unit. I know myself within the confines of what I define to be me. This is my area of perception, of identity. This is a reality. A portal opens between worlds, between realities. Through that portal, when I step, I will go through a transition. I enter this portal. It is a dark tunnel between worlds. It is the unknown. It is the space of metamorphosis. I enter as I have entered so many tunnels, so many times, as I know that this is how we move between worlds. I find myself on the other side as a we. I am collective. I am many bodies. I am all bodies. My identity is collective. I see from all eyes. I feel within all hearts. I no longer serves as a word. We, us. We are. We are one body. Individual human bodies, one body. Identity as collective. Just like within human body, individual cells of the organism, one organism. Individual body as a cell of collective body. This journey is made from every individual body as the perception shifts from individual to collective. This will occur at different timings for each, different ways. When this experience is narrated, is told like a story, it is recognized, remembered, modeled. And those who hear it have support in taking the journey. In the collective is where we meet, where the individual consciousnesses that were relegated to within the closed frame of an individual body mind has released itself into the greater form. All perception meets itself here. This is the journey called upon humanity at this time. So that Earth may shift, the consciousness of humanity may shift, and integration can return between collective human body and Earth Mother body. Collective human identity and all other beings, brother, sister beings of all species. As one collective union, guided by and in reverence to Earth Mother home. We begin by honoring Mother Earth. Opening our root, feeling our lower body. Feeling the light cord of rootedness that connects our individual energetic and physical body into the center of her one great body, into the center of her heart. Like an umbilical cord, we are held and nourished. We feel how tiny we are in her arms. Perhaps we feel how estranged we have felt, how much we have turned away. Perhaps we feel our own numbness, how much we have tried to do everything alone. And still she is here, and still we are connected, whether we looked or not. We allow the breathing between our bodies to be fluid, open. We place our awareness on what is always happening, but which we have forgotten so many times. There is no efforting here. It is an act of coming back to rest. It is an act of letting go of the efforting, giving ourselves, dropping down, melting, allowing ourselves to be heavy, feeling our physicality, feeling the gravity, feeling our rootedness. This is not a heaviness of feeling burdened. This is the density of existing in form and of giving ourselves. Like after a tiring day, throwing ourselves down into a comfortable bed. We release the weight that we have been carrying alone, seemingly alone. We release trying to know everything and trying to do everything ourselves. We see our smallness, how tiny one body is on the body of Great Mother Earth, enormous, holding all of us. Allowing her to be our first point of reference rather than the center of our individual body. What happens when the center of her body that has created and sustains us becomes our point of reference? Just like for an infant, the mother is the point of reference, not the individual, small, helpless self. We acknowledge the mental frameworks of the colonizer culture, doing it alone, working hard, effort, achievement. Release that, and we feel what Indigenous wisdom has always kept: harmony, togetherness, listening to Mother Earth, knowing her, hearing her cues, trusting her, working with her, never doing anything alone, doing everything together with each other, all species and all community members. We allow ourselves now in our hearts to feel this Indigenous wisdom, to drop the outer layers of the colonizer mindset, the one who has fought, who has separated oneself and fought to survive. We drop those outer layers like taking off a cloak or pulling off armor. And we come back to something that we all know, no matter the race or the culture of this lifetime or recent lineage. In truth, the Indigenous way is the only way, the base, the core, the ground, upon which every other way has been built on top of. So we remove all of those outer layers. And we are left with what is the foundation for all of us, that we cannot lose, because it is humanity. And we thank our brothers and sisters of Indigenous lineages around the world for being the guardians of this wisdom and this knowing, for being the embodiment of this wisdom and this knowing for so long, despite all hardship. This wisdom is inevitably preserved because it is the most true. And the truth can be attacked, but it cannot die. We do not need to learn this. We do not need to do something or go somewhere to get information. We simply strip down all the rest. That type of doer mentality achievement mentality. And we feel today the prayers and the blessings of all of the Indigenous wisdom keepers around the world who have been sharing their blessings with Mother Earth, with each other, with all hearts. Strengthening this great web of light that is being acknowledged through each voice, through each song, through each ceremony, through each prayer. This is our prayer. The prayer of acknowledging this wisdom, listening to it, feeling those threads, feeling that pulse sent from so many locations around the world. From those who speak from individual locations, but who know themselves as the one great body, who were raised in a culture with elders that taught them how identity is collective, how I is we. So as we honor the wisdom that our Indigenous elders are holding and sharing with us, it is not them and us. It is not separate groups based on race, lineage, or location. Just like they know we are brothers and sisters, we know we are brothers and sisters. And we stand and we join them in holding this web of light, in resounding this prayer of togetherness. In the center of the heart, we allow their voices, their songs, and their prayers to sound within our hearts. Perception walks through the portal, exits individual self-view, and joins the collective in the collective, where we all hear each other. Within our hearts, we enter this space and we strengthen it by being here. The one pulse of wisdom love across cultures, languages, histories. All bodies, one body. all hearts one meeting place, all voices sounding together and heard in the heart. Brothers and sisters, we meet you. One family. We give our hearts to these blessings. We give our heart internally within the silence of the heart. We say yes. Lift up every blessing. Bow in reverence to every blessing. Carry forth every blessing and hold it within us so that it continues to spread. We allow ourselves to be keepers of that which is true, to be bearers of transmission. The heart opens itself now to receive the transmissions of love and togetherness that are ours to carry, embody, and hold for humanity. If we have waited for a time when we have matured enough, when the earth is calling to us, whatever time we have waited for to do the work that we are here to do, the time has come. The heart is open. Father, Mother, God of our knowing, we are here to stand in our place, in the place we were born for. Our hearts are open for giving and receiving, in humility, in reverence. We bow to that which is greater so that we may take our place. And we offer ourselves as vessels, as bearers of the wisdom truth that is ready to spread across the planet in a new conscious awakening for humanity to come back to itself. For our brothers and sisters to once again be in embrace. We open our hearts to receive our peace, our song. Our part of the great song. So that we may embody the transmissions needed for humanity on the earth plane at this time. The heart is open. Open to receiving, and thus open to giving. We receive what we are here to give. We give our bodies as the embodiment of these transmissions of wisdom love. Please teach us to see through the eyes of love, compassion, through the eyes of togetherness. Please teach us to feel that which we have numbed ourselves to, turned away from. Please teach us to maintain alignment and ground always, especially in the hardest of times. And please give us grace so that our paths may be easeful, so that the path of humanity and of the reconnection of all species and Mother Earth may be easeful. Please have mercy on us. Please help us be cleansed of our own burdens so that we may be of greatest service to others. Please help us open in the places we have closed due to fear. Please help us learn reverence so that we may bow down and be small, and thus truly enter into the great order of things. We give ourselves today to all prayers from the heart of humanity to the heart of humanity. This is our prayer. May we remember. May we all remember. May we be one again. Amen. Please take this time to add anything you wish or add your own prayer. And when you're finished, please give thanks in your own way.